Alright, what's up guys? So, welcome to another Mossology video. And in today's video, I wanted to talk on the last gen MacBook Air. So, this is the one with the M1 chip. And I've been using it for past, like, when did I get this? Like, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I've been using it for the past couple of weeks. I like it. It's nice. I haven't noticed like any issues with it or it being slow, and maybe that's because it's like pretty much like brand spanking new out the box. But other than that, because I know a lot of people are probably thinking like, well, with the MacBook Pro, it's not really new, but I guess like yeah, with the MacBook Pro that's coming out next year, or not next year, next month, and then also the newer version of the MacBook Air. I would imagine people probably start thinking like, oh, it's probably acting slow now. And who knows, maybe it might at some point in time, or maybe sometime next month, it might start acting slow, or maybe towards the end of the year. At some given point in time, we know Apple, we know technology, we know that it is going to start being slow at some point in time. But as of now, right now, I like it. It's, you know, it's fast, it's usable. I'm not having, because so I got it to use Logic Pro. And yeah, overall, I'm like, you know, I'm chilling with that, chilling with all the other apps on it. I've went through the App Store, Safari. I played chess on here. I haven't played chess in years. I lost. That was the only game I played. But anyways, other than that, like, no, this is a perfectly fine laptop to get. And I would imagine that these are probably going to start going on sale even more. I think for like right now, you could get these off of the Apple Store for $8.99. And I think prior before that it was like $9.99. But I think like now across like all websites like Best Buy, any store that sells this MacBook, you're most likely going to get it for $8.99, if not cheaper. So, and I think with the newer MacBooks that's coming out, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, or you can look it up for yourself. But yeah, so they got so they have like the one on the Apple website that I was just showing, the M1 chip MacBook Air. And they say it's $9.99, but I think if you go further into it, like purchasing it, it will cost. So it'll pretty much be like $9.99, like after tax and stuff. And then they got the M2 chip ones. And they got like two different versions of it, the 256 gigabyte storage one, and then the 512 gigabyte storage one. And yeah, like even with those two, there's like some differences between them and stuff. And I think it's most likely because it's just they know that like more things can be added on the 512 gigabyte storage. So and yes, it's a price difference between both of them. The 256 gigabyte one is $11.99, and then the 512 gigabyte one is $14.99. Now, I just wanted to kind of like talk on the different pricings and stuff because, yeah, to me, it's like I see it as this, okay? And then if you go and look at the MacBook Pros, so they got a 14 and 16 inch that's $19.99, and then they're coming out with a newer MacBook Pro that's 13 inch that's the same size as the MacBook Air, and it's going to be $12.99. So if you're like, oh, well, I want to get the MacBook Air, you very well could get that. If you want to get the newer, I guess like most likely it's going to be this newer version of the MacBook Pro that's 13 inches. It's going to probably be just like the same, because when did this, I think this came out earlier, because this had came out in 2020. And I think the MacBook Pro release date, I know that's on like latest because they're talking about like early like the other ones. Okay, maybe if I typed in like 14 inch released, 14 inch MacBook Pro. Oh, so that came out. Oh, okay. So I actually know that that MacBook came out last year, and then all right. So both of those came out last year. I guess so they just released like MacBook computers like every year. I don't know why I always assume like they kind of like waited a little bit and then they were released. So they're kind of just giving these like the iPhone treatment. So yeah, honestly, in my opinion, if you're here's what I have to say about it. If you're wanting to save money, go ahead, get you the M1 chip MacBook Air. If you don't mind spending the extra money, I would imagine like just go and get you the most expensive MacBook Pro. And then like if you kind of like in the middle of it, like you don't want to spend too much money, but you also don't want to get like the cheapest product. Then yeah, I think that one. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the prices again. So yeah, they have the one that's coming out $12.99. That's the MacBook Pro 13, and then they have the M2 chip MacBook, and the newer one. So the newer one with less memory will cost $11.99, and then the one with more memory will cost $14.99. So if you're kind of like in the middle, yeah, just get you the M2 chip one with the 512 gigabytes. But that's just so weird that they released all those back. That's so confusing. That is so confusing. But no, I do like this MacBook. It is super. It's light. Like this is probably the lightest computer I've ever had in my whole life. Other than that, like, and it's chilled though. Like I like it. It's and it's quiet, bro. This makes, so I think, because from what I seen in like other videos, they were saying that the reason why they call this like the MacBook Air is because like I don't think it's like, not that it runs off air, but well, obviously it's not that. But no, I think it's because like it's just it's quiet. It's like it's super quiet. Like if you just sit and just listen, like, you're going to hear my fan, but just ignore the fan. Like, just dead silence. That's literally what this computer is. It's dead silence. And, yeah, like, absent all the other, like, products on here, it works perfectly fine. So, if, yeah, like, it's well okay to, get this, MacBook. But if you want to go and get the most expensive, then, yeah, get the $19.99, priced, MacBook Pro. But if you're kind of like in the middle, then yeah, just go ahead and just get the MacBook Air with the M2 chip, the one with the most memory on it, because this is a 250 gigabyte MacBook Air, and I'm pretty sure. Let me see real quick. Let me see if they have like memory hard drives for MacBook Air. Yeah, so they have like, you could go get you a hard drive, like a 1 terabyte hard drive off of Amazon for $49.99. And yeah, like there, so I because that's what I was, USB super drive. Oh, so they have like one, I think that's like meant for Apple, where it's like $72, but storage. Oh, so they actually have like quite a few only at Apple. Okay, so yeah, they have a 2 terabyte one that costs $99, a 4 terabyte one that costs $144, and then a 5 terabyte one that costs $164. Yeah, then like it just keeps. Oh, then there's like a SD Pro external drive with Thunderbolt 3, 2 terabytes. Mobile drive. Oh, that's for mobile. And then for the Pro hard drive, this so confusing. Why didn't I just have like one that's just like all together? Like that don't make sense to me. Mac compatibility, MacBook Air. Let's see which ones they have. Oh, so those ones work too. Okay, so yeah, they have like a section where you could like go, if you, in case you get like a MacBook. So they have like ones that's like, oh, they even have like the MacBook Airs from like 2015. So yeah, they got like even those ones. But this is the 2020 edition. But they have like a section on there that you could get like the memory cards for those ones. So yeah. And that being said, if you do have any questions, feel free to comment them down below. But in that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. It's been another Mossology video. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.